Hey, what's up, Soul Tribe? How you doing? I think it's what? Oh, it's Tuesday. At least I hope, right? I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly because well, sometimes I forget that everyone on here is at different stages in their recovery from narc abuse, and not all of us have actually left the narc yet. So I just thought I'd give you a story that I hope inspires you from my life when I left um, this one narc, right? The one that I told you about where I got that apartment last minute and it came through and was a blessing. Anyway, let's get to the point. So, what I want to say is make your exit strategy silently, okay? Make your exit strategy silently. I know that narcissists is going to be going out of their way and amping things up. They can almost kind of feel when you're planning on like deucing out, right? So they amp things up or they turn up a little more love bomb, but they at that point still can't stop themselves from insulting you and treating you like shit, right? Anyway, so this is what I mean. Make your exit plan silently. Once you know that you are ready to go, right? Because it's not that easy for everybody. Maybe the narc has keys to your apartment. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you live in their place. Maybe you don't necessarily have anywhere to go. Maybe they are very violent. Maybe you have kids together and they're violent and they're on drugs or whatever it is, right? It's never exactly easy. Plus, you have to fight the guilt of abandoning someone because you're not a piece of shit like them, right? So, anyway, but you need to do it. So, this is a story from my life. When I was with this one narc, the narc that decided that he was going to be a full blown crackhead. And for the record, I know a lot of people just stereotypically think all crackheads are of a minority race. No, he was an Irish guy who had a really good family, who wasn't broke, right? So he probably just did that shit for fun, right? Anyway, he had been getting arrested a lot, and he was the one that disappeared a lot for like months on end. And he was also the one that had a baby on me, right? That's really neither here nor there. It came to a point where I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And this happened to be after a really horrific attack on myself from him in my home, um, where my face got like completely distorted for like almost a month while it healed from him just like physically assaulting me. So anyway, he had done some other shit. So he went to jail, but then he got out, and of course, he had the keys to my apartment. And so where was he gonna go? He was gonna come to my house, right? Lo and behold, I found out that he got another warrant. Okay, for whatever the shit. I didn't even really know. I think it was some kind of theft or something. Mind you, check whatever judiciary case search that you have in your town or your state or your city or your country. Check it out. Whatever database that you can like search people on, search that shit. We want to keep up with these motherfuckers, right? Because they're always doing things behind your back, okay? So you need to know what they know. And they don't need to know that you know, right? So you can make your exit strategy silently. Okay, so I found out that he was on the way back home or whatever. He gotten out of jail. He was obviously going to come back. And I found out he had this warrant. So I'm like, all right. Now, mind you, this is the dude that distorted my face. I'm going to give you a disclaimer. Don't do what I did exactly the way that I did it, because the way that I did it was very desperate and dangerous. Okay? So let's just put that out there. But I knew that I had the gusto to let him come back. When he came back, I already knew my plans were to have his ass arrested, right? But I didn't do that right away. This was my plan. So what I did was I let him come back. Of course, he had been doing drugs, which I knew his routine. He was going to go to sleep for like 4 days, right? To get up and only piss and maybe eat and then go back to sleep for 4 more days, right? So I was like, all right, bet. So when he came back and he went to sleep, he had taken all his clothes off, got in the bed. I lay down next to him like normal. You need to act normal. When you are about to roll out on this fool, you need to cook dinner like normal. You need to do the shit that you normally do. If you take a bath at 8, take a bath at 8. If you cook dinner at 6, cook dinner at 6. If it's spaghetti night on Wednesdays and it's a Wednesday, make that spaghetti, all right? And do not act any different. Just act the exact same. Tuck the kids in if you have kids. You get my drift. You get my point, right? Do not break the normalcy. You cannot let on that you are about to bounce like a ball, right? So when he went to sleep, I swear I stayed up that whole night just laying beside him, staring at the ceiling, thinking about what was about to go down the next morning. So I'd already had my strategy. I already called my job and said, hey, family emergency, I got some shit I really need to take care of. I didn't call out, but I said I'm going to be about like 2 hours late, right? So what happened was when I woke up in the morning, I woke him up like normal to tell him, hey, we're about to leave out. Me and my son, I'm about to head out, take him to school. I worked at the school that he was going to. I worked at the private Catholic school. I was like, I'll see you later. He popped out of bed, not on his feet, but he's just set up. Of course, he was ready for a fight, ready to be angry and shit. I stayed calm. I was like, I'm sorry for waking you up, babe. Go ahead and lay back down. I parked my car. I parked my car close to where I could see the door of the apartment, like the front door that led up to the inside of the apartment. I called the police. I let them know that he had a warrant on his bitch ass. I told him he was in the bed sleep. When they got there, I said, don't worry, I need you to be very quiet. He's highly violent. I will let you in. We walked in together, and I was like, I'm going to excuse myself out for my own safety. And I sat in the car, and I just watched the door. Dude, they arrested this dumbass nigga butt naked. They popped up on that stupid bitch butt the fuck ass naked. Told his ass, get some clothes on, you stupid bitch, and get the fuck gone. They got him in cuffs, and I saw him walking with his head down with some sorry ass shit that he could pull together because he was butt ass naked. I made sure he was butt ass naked when he got arrested because fuck you, that's why. Right? Yeah. I didn't say don't be petty, don't fuck it up, don't make it sting. Fuck him. Alright? Yeah. So they arrested that dumb bitch butt ass naked, made him put on whatever the shit he found, and they hauled his dumb ass out. So while he was in jail, this is what you do, okay? Because this is what I did. There's usually a thing you can call the prison or whatever the shit if that person's arrested, and you can get put on like a safe notification list, right? Where they have to notify you whenever that inmate gets moved to another location, whether it's another jail or another part of the jail, or if they are being released. Needless to say, by the time he was being released, that's when that apartment came through for me. I got away 3 days before he came back. That's just the grace of God. But longer story short, hopefully this wasn't too long for you guys. I didn't change my routine. I planned my exit silently. Never tell your opponent what your next move is. You know what I'm saying? And if you were in that situation, girl or guy, you got this. You can do it. You just have to line shit up. Don't talk to their family. Damn sure don't talk to their friends either, right? And if you got some shady family, don't talk to them either. But if you got at least one great friend, in my case, that wasn't my case, but I still was just going to go hard. If you got at least one great friend that the narc has not slept with, by the way, because they just fuck everyone, right? Then you and that friend should have had that, should talk about that strategy before you put it into play. And you should have code words and shit. And you should also let them know, like, hey, this is when I want to do this. Rent you a U-Haul, or maybe your friend can pick you up. If that narc doesn't work, which they usually don't, right? They all cheat. You know when that narc's about to go out and play the fuck out of you and not come home or stay out too long. When they do that, pop that friend on the phone. Bitch, it's time to go. Gotta roll. Only take the shit you need. Your ID, clean drawers or some shit, a phone, a charger, right? And a wallet. And whatever money you got, whatever paperwork you got that you need. Other than that, girl, you can go to the thrift store, get some new clothes and wait on that shit. You can get a bar of soap some damn where. You can get some of that shit at the gas station. Leave that shit and bounce and leave nothing behind that they can use to rob you with. No socials, no none of that. All right? Anyway, I know they say go hard or go home, but everybody can't go hard without getting fucked up or murdered by the narcissist. But I will say go hard so you can have a peaceful home. Okay? And whatever that entails, just be safe while you do it, and do it silently. Anyway, love you guys. I hope this was somewhat helpful to somebody out there that needs to hear it. Okay, you can get out. And anyway, I love you.